Something that really makes this cool is just that Deno is a secure runtime for JavaScript and TypeScript. So let's get down. You can see that Deno is a simple, modern, and secure runtime. So the keyword here, secure runtime, makes Deno something unique from Node.js. So, but also the TypeScript feature and also the way it's secure by default makes it more cool and more unique. So that's secure by default over there. So you cannot have access to the file or network or even environment access unless you enable that while you run the application. So it supports TypeScript out of the box, making it possible for you to use controllers to control the way your codes are going to look like. It also exports executable file and ships only single files, which makes your files more lesser but high effective. And it has these built-in utilities like a dependency inspector, Deno info, and a Deno code formatter. So this Deno code formatter has been used on for Visual Studio Code to generate to develop something that can format your Deno codes properly. So I have it installed on my Visual Studio Code, so you can go ahead and install it. And there are some couple of steps given there that you can follow to add more settings and also how to use it. So that makes Deno really cool. And Deno is something that is more unique. You can see this red squiggly line under there is because it's not cached on the hard drive. But whenever Deno is cached on the hard drive, all those errors just get disappeared. So it also has a set of reviewed audited standard modules that are guaranteed to work with Deno. So these standard modules are over here. You can see how you can make use of them. So I came to the standard modules. I went into the example programs. But let's just go directly to the standard modules and see a lot of them. So these are a lot of the standard modules we have. We have many of them. I'm just going to mention the ones you may be familiar with. We have for the file reader, we have for the UUID, we have for the permission, we have for the path. So if you have been working with Express.js, you have to have idea of all this. And we have a lot of them here. And when you come into the examples folder, so I'm going to go into the examples folder, and that's exactly where I am right here. You can see this module contains small scripts that demonstrate the use of Deno and its standard module. So a very simple example is setting up a server that's just going to, I think, show something like hello world server. So I'm just going to come here and paste that. So when I paste that and hit enter, it's going to set up this server for me on this local address. Then I can just paste that local address on my PC. So I'm just going to use HTTP. And when I run that, it should definitely, or let me just use localhost /8080. So actually it's not actually running, but it didn't actually show, but it shows us how to set up a very simple server. I was thinking it's going to show us something like hello world, but it's kind of more cool. And if you notice here, when you run Deno, you run it with a flag. If you want an access to the internet, you run it with the allow net. If you want access to read a file, you will run it with allow read, and so many other cool flags that makes it more unique. So for you to install Deno, you just have to come over to the documentation. For your Windows, you use this. For your Mac and Linux, you use the coil. For your Mac, you use the brew. And also even for Windows, you can use the chocolates and also the scoop. And also you can even use the cargo to install Deno. So getting started is very, very simple. For you to set up a very simple server, you can use this. But they have this cool middleware that you can use to set up a server, unlike when you are setting up a server for Node.js with Express.js. So let me just go to the top and go and show you what you can do to get your hands on that. So when you visit deno.land/x, they have these third-party modules, and these third-party modules can be gotten from, let's go over to, okay, let me click on this menu. You can see the third-party modules there. So same thing, I just open on this page, same thing on this page. So they have some cool modules that you can use. They have a lot of it. They have the API for making promise-based HTTP client for Deno. They also have array, something like array of operations. We have something like Lodash. So they don't have this cool array for itself, and also they have a lot of things that makes it more cool. They have decrypt for hashing your password. They have the blocks for API wrapper in Deno, which makes it very cool. And for you even to make a request, you can use Koa, something like the Koa for, I think it's for Koa for making a request. So you can, and this makes it possible for you to even inject into your request whenever you are making a request. They have a very good example for making a fetch request, but this module makes it more even better to make multiple requests. Even in the middleware of your request, you can even make another request to get the things you want, then you can proceed. So Deno is kind of more separate and more cool and more different. So let's go over, let me show you how you can set up a simple server with the middleware. So let's go back to the modules. So they have something like Oak. So this OK is a middleware framework for Deno's HTTP, including a router middleware. And they have also Oak GraphQL, Oak middleware. They have the Organ also. They have the Snell for improving security of your middleware. So when we click on this Oak middleware, you're going to be seeing a very simple example of how you can make use of it. So it says application middleware and context, and you can grab the application from their website and you can see how you can set it up. So this video is just going to show you how you can join the Discord server of these Deno guys. So that's where you can usually get updates. So on your Discord, you can see we have people telling us that Deno is ready, and they pin the post here that Deno upgrade version 1 is out. So if you want to get more information about Deno, make sure you join the Discord server. And also I have some cool other Discord server that you can join that you're going to be getting some updates about cool technologies. And also if you're a programmer, it's good that you join most of the Discord server. So we have Reactive Flux, we have Python for Python guys, we have many of them. You can just join them. You have Deno, you have DevCode, you have many of them. Just join any of these servers. I'm going to provide a link on my description, then you can have access to it. So thank you for watching. If you want to watch more of Deno video, I have a video flash course about Deno. You can watch that to see how you can make an API request with Deno, and also how you can store data even to your application, or even using your Deno application with Vue.js. So do not hesitate to hit the like button and also the subscribe button.